Hello friends, welcome back to Positive Approach. This is Nitesh Bhardwaj. Today we are going to discuss about our unit number 7, second part, that is mechanical properties of fluid. The video is very important, so open your copy and write down all these important key point of this chapter. If you want to purchase the PDF of this chapter, you have to do only one thing only. You have to message us on our WhatsApp ID. First of all, we will discuss some important key point of this chapter, and after that we are doing some important numerical on the basis of this key point. So without wasting any time, let's start. Our first important key point is almost 75% of earth is covered with water. How much percent of earth? 75% of earth is covered with water. Fluid is a substance that flow under the action of an applied force. A fluid is a substance that flow under the action of an applied force. Now, our third point is, what is pressure? What is pressure? Pressure is equal to force divided by area, and pressure is a scalar quantity. Keep in mind, pressure is a scalar quantity, and its unit is Pascal. Its unit is Pascal, and which can also be named as Newton per meter square. And its dimensional formula of force is ml t minus 2 divided by area is L square, which is equal to ml inverse t minus 2. This is the dimensional formula of pressure. Our next key point is relative density. What is the formula for relative density? Relative density is equal to the density of the subject divided by the density of the water, and its unit is kg meter minus cube. And the density, we know that what is density? Density is equal to mass over volume. By knowing the value of relative density of water, we can easily calculate the density of that substance. And we know that the density of water is 1000 kilogram meter per cube. Our next important key point is pressure exerted by liquid column of height h is directly proportional to the height of fluid column. Keep in mind, pressure exerted by liquid column of height h is directly proportional to the height of the fluid column and directly proportional to the density of the fluid, which pressure exerted by liquid column at height h. So P is given by H rho g. This is very important formula because many numerical can be asked on the basis of these formulas, that is P that is equal to H rho g. Our next important key point is blood pressure of a human being is greater at the feet than at the brain. Why? Why this happened? Because height of blood column at the feet is large. Height of blood column at feet is large, and we know that it is directly proportional to the height of the fluid column. Greater will be the height, greater will be the pressure. So blood pressure of human being is greater at the feet than at the brain. Why? This is why, because the height of blood column at the feet is large, and we know that the pressure exerted by liquid column is directly proportional to the height of the fluid column. Our next important key point is blood pressure is measured in mm of mercury. Blood pressure is measured in mm of mercury, and we know that 20 mm of mercury is known as systolic pressure. And what is systolic pressure? When heart contract to its smallest size. What is systolic pressure? When heart contract to its smallest size, then 120 mm of Hg is known as systolic pressure. And when heart expand to its fullest size, that is larger size, then the pressure is 80 mm of Hg. And this pressure is known as diastolic pressure. What is gauge pressure? Gauge pressure is the difference between the 2 points separated by a depth h and denoted by, given by P minus PA is equal to H rho g, where P is equal to PA plus H rho g. This is also a very important formula. Later on, we will discuss the important numerical on the basis of these formulas too. Now, what is 1 atmospheric pressure? We know that the value of 1 atmospheric pressure is 1.013 into 10 raised to power 5 Newton meter minus 2, or Pascal. Or Pascal. These are the two units of pressure, and pressure can be measured in by mercury barometer and by open tube manometer. There are the two instruments to measure the atmospheric pressure. I'm sorry, to measure the pressure only. That is barometer, mercury barometer and open tube manometer. And our next 12th important key point is sudden decrease in atmosphere pressure indicate the occurrence of storm. Sudden decrease in atmospheric pressure indicate the occurrence of storm. And next, 1 bar, 1 millibar and 1 torr are commonly used unit for pressure in meteorology. 1 bar, 1 torr and 1 millibar. These are the common units which are used in meteorology to measure the pressure. And what is 1 bar? 1 bar is 10 raised to power 5 Pascal and 1 millibar is 10 raised to power 2 Pascal. And what is 1 torr? 1 torr is 1 mm of Hg, that is 133.3 Pascal. 133.3 Pascal. These are the three important units which are commonly used for measurement of pressure in meteorology. Our next important formula is hydraulic machine formula, that is P is equal to F1 by A and F2 by A. Now, our next important key point is Archimedes principle. Archimedes principle say that actual weight of a body minus apparent weight of a body is equal to weight of the liquid displaced. Actual weight of the body minus apparent weight of body is equal to weight of a liquid displaced. Now, fraction of volume of piece or object immersed in water. Fraction of volume of piece or any object that is immersed in water is equal to density of object to density of water. By knowing this value, we can easily calculate the fraction of piece that immersed in water. And also we calculate that value, that is the fraction of piece that is outside of water. Now pressure is directly proportional to density. A body which is floating in a liquid is in equilibrium if the center of gravity and the center of buoyancy lies on the same line. A body floating in a liquid which is in equilibrium if the center of gravity and the center of buoyancy lies on the same line. And our next important key point is variation of atmospheric pressure with height y is given by P is equal to P naught into e raised to power minus y divided by y naught. This is the variation of atmospheric pressure with height y is given by P is equal to P naught dot e raised to power minus y by y naught. These are very important key points. Our next important key point is correct variation of pressure with depth below the surface of ocean is represented by this graph. Correct variation of pressure with depth below the surface of ocean is represented by this graph here. Along y-axis it is pressure and along x-axis it is height. I hope all these key points are clear to you. Now we will doing some important numerical on the basis of these key points, which are very important for examination point of view. Our first question is a circle pillar of area of cross section given that area is equal to 6 into 10 raised to power minus 3 meter square support a weight of, what is weight? Given that weight is equal to 60 kg. We have to calculate the pressure exerted on the pillar. We know that the formula of pressure. What is pressure? Pressure is equal to force divided by area. Pressure is equal to force divided by area. Here given that area is given and weight is given. We know that what is force? Force is equal to weight into G, because we know that 60 into 9.8. Okay, substituting all these value here. What is force? 60 into 9.8 divided by area, 6 into 10 raised to power minus 3 Newton meter minus 2 or Pascal. Okay, 6 1s are 6, 6 10s are 60, which is equal to 98 divided by 10 raised to power minus 3, which is implies 98 into 10 raised to power minus 3 Pascal is our right answer. I hope the numerical is clear to you. Our second numerical is relative density of gold is given. Find the density of the gold. We know that the formula of relative density. We know that the formula of relative density, as we discussed earlier, relative density is equal to density of object divided by density of water. Okay, given that we have to calculate the density of the gold. Here object is gold. Now density of gold is equal to relative density multiplied by density of water. Given that here relative density is given 9.32 into density of water, we know that the density of water is 1000 kilogram meter minus cube. Now which is equal to 932,000 and point after 2 digit. Now which is equal to 19320 kg meter inverse cube. This is the density of the gold. Given relative density of the gold is this, we have to find the density of the gold. We know that the formula relative density is the density of the object, that is gold, divided by the density of the water. Okay, by cross multiplying we can easily calculate the density of the gold, which is 19,320 kg meter minus cube, which is the unit of density. I hope the numerical is clear to you. Our third numerical is calculate pressure exerted by water on a fish 5 meter below the surface of the pond. We know that this formula P is equal to Pa plus H rho Z. We discussed earlier. Now, given that we have to calculate the pressure exerted by water on a fish that is below. Here given H is 5.0 meter and atmospheric pressure on the sea level Pa is equal to 1.013 into 10 raised to power 5 Pascal. Okay, now we have to calculate the pressure exerted on the fish that is below 5.0 meter. Now Pa is 1.013 into 10 raised to power 5 plus height is 5 meter. Rho is the density of water, that is 10 raised to power 3 and G is 9.8. Now which is equal to 1.013 into 10 raised to power 5 plus 8 5s are 40, 9 5s are 45 plus 4 49 into 10 raised to power 3, which is equal to 1.013 into 10 raised to power 5. This can be written as 0.49 into 10 raised to power 5. Now add simply 1.013 into 0.49. 3, 9, 1, 10, 5, which is equal to 1.503 into 10 raised to power 5 Pascal. This is the pressure exerted by water on a fish which is 5.0 below the surface of the pond. I hope the numerical is clear to you. Very easy numerical. Our next question is, piece of ice is floating in water. What fraction of piece is seen outside the water? Given density of ice is this. We know that fraction of object that is immersed in water is equal to density of object divided by density of water. This is the fraction of object which is immersed in water. So here given the density of object is 900 divided by density of water is 1000, which is equal to 0.9 part. This is the part of the object that is ice which is immersed in water. But here we have to calculate how much part of the ice is floating in water, how much ice that is seen outside the water. This portion is immersed in water, but we have to calculate how much part is seen from outside the water. So this is 1 minus 0.9, which is equal to 0.1. If 0.9 fraction of the ice is immersed in the water, it is obvious that 0.1 part is seen outside of the water. So I hope the numerical is clear to you and all these key points are clear to you. If you want to purchase the PDF of this chapter, you have to do only one thing only. You have to message us on our WhatsApp ID. We will send the PDF of this chapter to you. That's all for today. Thank you and have a nice day.